Hope you guys doing well, and today I'm going to show you that how you can define your typography in Bootstrap using different fonts and character styles. So now we need to create a heading with headline and then heading 2 for the title maybe, and title, and then we need to add a subheader which have the h3, and then we will add the quote with the heading 4, which have the italic style, and then we need to add a larger body text which is h5, and we can also add the body text which is h6, and now we need to define some paragraphs with the lead actually the larger text of the Bootstrap, so larger body paragraph, and then you can also set the default paragraph of your body, and you can also define the small text of your. So if you have defined all those elements and style using your fonts, so you will be very easily just simply use these tags and get the exactly font whatever you want into your website. So I'm gonna add here some large body. So these are all contents are frequently used in your web. So now I'm gonna add some fonts, Google Fonts actually, Google Fonts, and then we need to select the 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 fonts from the Google. Actually we need to just only attach 2 fonts which contain and simply define our font into the font weights according to this. So we need to go to the google.com. First I need the roboto font for the paragraph and the bold font like Oxford for the headings actually. So I am going to add all those types into my font, and then I'm gonna call this font. We need to just grab a link from here and then embed to our HTML document. Simple. And now we can go to the Bootstrap folder, and if you don't find any sass files in your project, you need to go to the see sass lectures, or maybe you can also see my Bootstrap first tutorial, which I can define all this structure. So I'm gonna go to the variables and find a font family which we have here. This time I'm gonna add Oswald font family into this. So Oswald font family, we just need only the name, and paste here, and then we need to add the second one, Roboto, for the body. Actually the base font is our body font, and our Oswald font should have the only for the headings, so that's why we need to simply add into the monospace font, and font family sans serif should be the Roboto. So now I'm gonna make the sizes of these headings. So we need to go to the styles and add import and typography .scss, and now we need to create a file with the name of typography.scss, and then define the heading 1, which is font family should be $ sans serif font family sans serif, which we have this one. Actually for the headings we need to add monospace into the typography. I need to simply remove this one, so our grunt is working very fine. So now we need to add the font size should be around 40 pixels, and h2 should be, font family should be the monospace, and font size should be 30 pixels, and we need to define the h3 with the font family. Actually we will also make some dynamics here. I'm gonna define h1, h2 and h3, h4, h5 and h6, and define the font family into this, and then paragraph which have the class lead and small, and we can also define the font, this one font into the lead and then font family this one. So here we got the h1, h2, h3. h3 should be around font 20 pixels font size, and the h4 should have the font size 20 pixels with the font style italic, and the font H5 should be the font weight bold, and font size should be 14 pixels, and then H6 should be the default body, which contain the font size 14 pixels, and font weight should be regular, or maybe 400, which is default regular font weight. And now I'm gonna define some of the paragraph font sizes with the simply lead, which contain the font size 18 pixels, and font weight should be 600, and paragraph should be the 14 font size 16 pixels with the regular font value 400, and then I'm gonna add some small font with the font size 12, and then font weight should be 300 or maybe 400 by default. So now I'm gonna show you the exact results that we have created and defined our typography into the typography file. Now we have the Oxford font size is the 14 pixels, and the second one font size 13 pixels for the title, and the subheaders have the size of 20 pixels, and the code should have the 20 pixels with the italic font style actually, and the H5 have the, you can also define this and use this into your website. So your all CSS have based on your tags. So you can also simply, if you want to make bold body paragraphs, you need to just only pass a class. So you can simply define your typography like this. It will be very easy. You did not bound any depend on any classes. You can simply define the typography like this. It will be very helpful, and you can you don't need to go to the CSS again and again and write the um, code for a specific element or maybe specific section. So that is how you can make your speed up your development process. So it will be very easy for the for now. So if you want to understand anything regarding UI UX, you can simply go to my website and request me a quote. So that you can find my website link in the description. And that's all for now, guys. Don't forget to subscribe my channel and click the bell icon for the latest updates, and see you guys in my next video.